That's what it says.
Or live?
It says we're live. That's what it says.
No, this is somebody. Johnny alive.
We're live. All right. Let's see if we. Okay. What's this got to do? Save, highlight, share, mute. No, we ain't doing it. We'll hang out here until we see some people come on.
Hey, Jim, you should get that on there and share it.
What's that?
You should get on Facebook and whatnot and share the live feed.
Yep.
Hey, Chewy, look across here. You're already live by yourself.
Yo, yo.
See?
How's it going? Anybody out in YouTube land?
I show up where the camera is now, but all you can see is, well, there. It's Stuart's ass. Hey, we got somebody online.
Well, it's funny you said that because I was doing that in 2
I show up where the camera is now, but all you can see is, well, there. I can hear myself in the background. Hey, we got somebody online.
Well, it's funny you said that because
Somebody make a comment, because I don't know if I have this set up right or if I got to turn my phone or I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Oh, we got 4 people on now. Holy moly. Chewy is laying down on the job. Oh, we got 4 people on now.
What do they first teach you? From on a wild, you gotta be comfortable.
And Stuart is into thought. He is in thought mode down here. He is just working away. I'll show you what he's working on. But he's got one of his bars in there. Putting in, as you can see. Oh, somebody just dinged. I don't know what it said. There's that ding on the video. That's just driving me crazy right now. Somebody just dinged. Yeah, we got to stop that. That's driving me nuts. Perfect, thank you. Wow.
yeah, that was.
Can you get on it and make a comment? Write a comment and see if it's coming up, because I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got it the right way.
I'm trying to get the phone. I'm trying to get the phone to work right now.
So, like I said earlier, when we were talking live on Facebook, we're gonna sit down here in a little bit, have ourselves a pop, and reminisce about what we did.
What the hell did we do?
Well, according to what I can tell in the videos, we started out with about 4 piles of scrap metal out in the laneway there, and I'm looking at a whole car now, so I think we've done something.
They all have to be jumpered now on the other side.
I mean, this is way more of a set of wheels than I. Oh, got that done in there.
I got to just jumper the other side.
Yeah, oh, that's
and
awesome.
Bring it down.
See all that? I don't have nothing to do with that. I told you guys, I'm not having anything to do with any of that. I'm not. I can help. I'll weld it and put it back together, whatever. But he can wire it. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. I mean, everything has been, like I said, ground down. We have done. It's almost sad, you know, that we've gotten to the point where we know now that it's going to Alicia's on Wednesday.
Yeah, I hope Alicia's maybe watching.
I hope Alicia does watch this. Yeah, it's Larry's hoping to come and grab it Wednesday night. So I hear it's coming up to your place Wednesday night. So
Check your messages.
did you put a message up?
I haven't been able to
Okay.
get it
I'm
going.
sending it to all the groups.
So
Go on there.
Huh?
Go on there and type a message since you got the live feed going.
if you got the live feed, yeah, see if you can put a message up.
Your live feed's on Facebook. It isn't on Facebook. It's on YouTube.
It is on YouTube, yeah.
I'm just letting everybody know we're going.
All right, I'm gonna shut this. I'm gonna shut this off. All right. So, there's.
I put it on St. Thomas happening, post your JAMA groups. Who else?
I wonder if we can get that to
Hey, Thomas Hopkins.
All right,
Probably
that'll work. So, make a long story short, we'll start it off. Stuart, what was the name of the place that you used to, where the car was stored at? Let's just start with that question. Where was it? Where'd you have the car when you put it away for the winter when it was actually stolen? Where was it stolen from?
Access storage.
Access Storage in London.
Yeah.
And
That's the safe place.
now that's from a place that's
What's
supposedly,
it called? Secure storage?
well, it's
Well,
supposed to be
they advertise
video.
it as
It's supposed to be individually
Video.
pin coded.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, and I'm gonna say that's just a bunch of crap.
Yeah, so much for
And
secure.
they didn't even have any video of anything.
So that's where we're gonna start the conversation. So obviously they drove in and drove out with it. So that's what happened. So in the process, it was
And they
what,
didn't
3
even
weeks
know.
when you realized it was gone?
Yeah, I had to go and get something, and where the fuck's my trailer? It's actually.
So of course at that point in time you call the cops and you go through the
Well,
process
I
and
went to the office and I said, "Did you move my trailer?" No. Okay, it's not there. And then I phoned Tom. And, yeah, my fucking car's stolen. I just went from there, created a report. They didn't even come see me. They took everything over the phone.
Oh, I got some more.
I would send in saying, "This is what I heard," or "That's what I heard. This is what was sent to me." Oh, it's just Facebook talk. Blah blah blah. He was real dick.
so to make a long story short, we in the process of that, we put out a video on my channel that went
Viral.
pretty crazy.
Over 500,000 shares.
Shares and that's not including all the places and websites that you put it on and you put it on and I put it on and the hundreds of other people put it on and
I was
shared.
getting messages as far as Australia. You know, we'll be on the watch for your car.
Yeah, my buddy's in
All over.
Albert Heyman, buddy. He's in New Zealand. He gave me the same deal, same heads up. He was the same. He goes, "We'll keep a heads up for it."
States,
You know?
Canada.
So then all of a
Oh,
sudden
okay.
we waited and waited and waited, and a few months went by, and
3 months.
we got absolutely nowhere. So
Except getting hints.
yeah. So make a long story short, without going into any details,
We gotta get a new.
We got the
opening
car back.
picture.
Yes.
so
And most people know that story anyway.
yeah, if you're not familiar, go back and check out one of my videos, or we've explained it in the past. But anyway, so friends of ours had found it. Very grateful to those guys. Thank you. With that being said, watch yourself, Jimmy. With that being said, we got the car back. Now, if you watched a couple of the videos, you see what they did to the car and everything else. Now, there's a process in what happened. I don't think Stewie wants to get really into how the car was taken from one place to another and back and forth and so on and all that bullshit, but it doesn't really matter.
I do know all the names and everybody pretty well that was involved. I just can't say a lot.
So, with that being said, you guys should already understand that. And now, this will give you a couple of seconds. A shout out to
Karma is a son of a bitch.
Karma will be a son of a bitch.
5 years, 10 years.
If you guys had anything to do with that car being stolen and you're watching this video,
Karma's a son of a bitch.
Karma's a bitch, dude. Keep your eye behind your back. Shout out to everybody that helped you out there, Stewie. Everybody that like Performance Unlimited.
Performance Unlimited. Bears Performance. Biondo. K&R Performance down in Tennessee. Well, Biondo's in New York. Everybody that donated money towards it. Also cost me a lot of money on my own money too.
Fuck yeah.
And
Still cheaper than having to rebuild your car.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Jimmy right here obviously for this, like,
The shop, yeah.
you know, he's donated a lot, and we very much appreciate his
Get him in
donation.
there.
So, Big Saxy.
Bob and Chewy for all the welding and stuff. I am not a welder.
No,
Not
he
a
can pull his
welder.
wire like a mother, but yeah, he's not a welder.
Not a welder.
Hey, on my
Good
behalf, I'm
support.
just lucky to help out. I'm just glad that I've got the ability to help him. So I'm just glad in that aspect. I'm sure
It's
Chewy
support,
is
and it's
too.
nice
So.
to see the comments of, you know, it'd be nice to see the car back out, and
Oh yeah.
I miss it.
You know, it's been a lot of support from everybody watching these videos. You know, when we started doing the videos in the beginning, we thought maybe it was just for Stewie for down the road, you know, and his grandkids and everything else can kind of watch and know what kind of a person he was and get to know him a little bit, you know, and know what happened to his car back when, you know, maybe they weren't even around.
Yeah, my grandson was actually devastated when he found out the car was stolen, because, yeah, he loves the car. And at any time I'd go over there, let's see the pictures of the car, let's see the pictures of the car, and, you know, well, that picture that I posted there of him, like, he's all smiles.
He was angry when the car got stolen. I
Yeah.
remember you talking to me on the phone, and you said, yeah, when you had him the one weekend, you were so mad at the guys that stole it.
And then he got a taste of it because, remember, my truck was stolen.
Yep.
And went for a joyride. I got it back the next day, but his car seat was in the truck. And now he got a real taste of what it was like to have something stolen, because now his seat was gone. You know, it came back, but
Life chat isn't
Yeah.
going through.
It isn't either, eh?
Yeah.
No, I think it's because of the phones that direction.
Can they hear us?
so.
I'll ask them.
Oh yeah, they can hear you.
Oh yeah. With that being said, I think
Gordon here's who.
it's awesome that that we were able to get it back, and it's great to hear the outpour of support. I'm down at the track filming and what have you, and a lot of you guys, the racers, are coming up and saying, hey, you know, it's great you guys are getting the car back together, and it's awesome you guys are pulling together. I can't believe
Alicia,
you're doing it.
As soon as they found out that I got the car back, Alicia sent me a message saying that they paint the car. That was right away.
Alicia is somebody, if you're not familiar, Alicia Custom Paint, Body and Paint. She's on Facebook. She drives a really cool Colt, Hemi powered. She has a shop. I'm not exactly sure where it is.
Some Whitby,
Whitby, I think.
Oshawa.
So
Oshawa,
yeah,
Whitby.
so they did the front end work on Larry Carrington's Sinister Minister when he decided to extend the front
And they painted
the front
it.
fenders, painted it to match and everything. It's
And
awesome.
Tamara's
So,
car, they painted.
Tamara's car, yeah. Voodoo Vixen, they painted her car.
Yeah.
They painted a lot of guys' cars, like a lot of racers' cars. And if you check her out on Facebook, you can see what they do for hot rods and stuff. They just did a 41 Ford Businessman's Coupe or something in like a Viper blue, which is the color was just awesome. It was a really cool color. But
Yeah, I did pick color from House of Colors. That was on Alicia's
That was
recommendation.
gorgeous.
And,
Another person we have to
can't-
mention is
can't
Angela.
say.
oh, Court, yes, big shout out to
Yeah.
Misfit Racing,
Dwayne
Angela
for
and
doing the
Dwayne,
cage,
for
which
sure.
was unexpected. Totally
Yes.
unexpected.
We didn't expect them to actually like put the cage together and weld it and everything. We expected, we were going to get
Hopefully
some
for
bent
some bends.
tubes and stuff. Yeah, we
Yeah,
really
bend some tubes, hopefully.
we didn't expect them to say, "Hey, bring the chassis down and we'll put the cage in and everything." Like that was unexpected and greatly appreciated. So
You did an awesome job.
if you're not familiar with Misfit Racing, you haven't watched my videos. Angela drives the white Vega Corella. She also used to drive the purple one last year in the videos. So Vagabond, it was the car's name last year. So but
If
her
not, you remember her from her silver Camaro. which was still
Silver
kicking
Camaro,
ass.
yeah, for sure.
And
yeah,
she about
3
3
years
or
ago.
4 before that.
Yeah. So they're great people. Love Angela Wayne. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Yeah,
It's
just
been exhausting, exhilarating.
we've had ups and downs though. It's funny because the times that we're sitting here, the most times I remember the most of all of us sitting here and everything, and there is the fun times we had. Like Chewy the other night smacking his freaking head. Okay, that's what he was doing in that video. If you haven't watched it, if you saw that clip, Chewy, we just had talked about it. He backed his head out of there and just wailed his skull off of that thing. 20 minutes prior to that, he wailed his skull off of it too. It was a night of dinging. It was pretty funny, but the camaraderie, the jokes, the just it's been a riot. I mean, it really has. And you know, it's me personally. It's been great because I've gotten to know you three guys in a little bit more of a personal basis than just, you know, at the track or just online or, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I kind of knew who you were because of the fact of when, you know, my real dad back in the day, you know, when you sold him the Cougar and stuff,
I think we all
you
knew
know,
your dad.
so, but it wasn't until I actually bought the seat from you for my truck that it all kind of clicked and we kind of got
Your name
to
sounds
you know,
familiar.
Yeah.
Your last name.
Chewy at the track. I mean, I think you and I kind of clicked right off the bat because I think you and I are a lot alike. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
Well, we got two doing the car without killing each other.
and you know something, I enjoyed working with you, dude. I mean, I can
Works
honestly
smoothly.
say there was never a time where I was ever right about everything or wrong about everything, but we threw everything around at each other. There was never one person's way was going to be the way it was to be done. We never did that. You know, from start to finish, we talked about everything. We worked through everything, and
The windows, I think, were the key. Everything is.
it's I'll be honest with you. I mean, and even online, you know, I was a little scared at the beginning. I was skeptical. I thought to myself, my God, I hope this turns out, because I mean, there's a lot of eyes on us for doing this. And, you know, like I said, I said it in the other videos, you know, you put it outside, it's going to look like Stevie Wonder put it together, you know, the quarter panel here and you know, a door here and whatever. And, you know, that was my biggest fear. And when we pulled it outside the first time and everything was straight and the body lines were straight and everything closed, and
I think I bet you there was a number of people didn't think we could do it.
I was almost one of them. Like I said,
Yeah, I gotta say, I wasn't sure we were gonna.
and then like I
We
said,
were
I
all
did.
kind of skeptical.
Was it
right?
going to turn out right? Like, I mean, I thought to myself, okay, we can hang the panels, but was it going to turn out?
Yeah.
Was it going to look like shit? Like, I mean,
Thought
you know,
there'd be missing pieces, but it's all here.
yeah. There was
It's all
one or
here
two
except
little
for the
things,
tunnel.
but there was nothing we couldn't fix or repair. But
Few spots they made a double cut, so you had to fill in.
where they kind of decided they were going to try a zip wheel, and then they went through with a Sawzall, and then continued with a fatter zip wheel, and hack and slash their way through. Like, you guys have watched the videos from the beginning. You've seen what they did to it. It wasn't
Just
pretty.
hangs there. It doesn't do anything except hang there.
Just to make it look like a car.
Yeah.
Because
Everything's
take
tied
this
in.
off,
The
it
frame
looks
and
like a
the
dune
cage.
buggy.
And the cool thing.
How many people called it a dune buggy?
Angela's dune buggy.
Yeah, my brother swore it was a dune buggy.
You know, I had a thought too, guys. Back in, like, a while back, I said, when we were putting it together, I said, you know, we should leave it for a year. You know,
But
just like this, you know, just expose the welds, everything, you know, and just let everybody see what they did to
Frankenstein
it.
it.
You know what I mean? And then you know, come out in 2024, get it all painted and everything else. But you know something? We got the videos for that. We don't need to.
I don't need another year. I could be dead by then.
No, you run it.
We're getting younger.
Then 2024, you come out with a new paint job.
Yeah. No, you know, it's funny. It's like the Phoenix and the Ashes deal. You know,
Yeah.
We.
I do have a name. Can't
You want to
say
tell everybody what it
We're not
is,
gonna
or no?
No,
You
not
get, you're
tonight.
not gonna. Are you gonna tell everybody what this color is?
That was my question.
Huh?
We didn't know the color?
He's not gonna give you any of that either, guys. All right. Well, you have to wait till Alicia does the
That's
paint and
Alicia's
stuff.
bag.
So
Yeah.
And
now I'm gonna see. I'm gonna
We
talk.
he is gonna name everybody that helped out.
Oh yes.
All the people.
What we're gonna do is
Got
too
so
for
much
the
free-
paint work
free
is
people helping.
I'm gonna get Alicia and those guys to send me some videos. So, and I'm gonna try to probably make a trip up there once for myself, just to spend the whole day up there with them. And I'm gonna pick a day that they're
5
gonna.
days, 4 or 5
Yeah, I'm
days.
gonna pick a day that maybe
Should
not the
put a
day
whole
they're
crew
gonna
together.
paint it,
Yeah,
but maybe the
should
day
put a whole crew
before or
together.
something like that, and get up there, or maybe I'll go up maybe the day they're gonna paint it and do something like that. But
That'd be cool, man.
I want to go up and get that done. I'm gonna hopefully the boys can send me some videos throughout the time period up there, and we'll put them on the YouTube channel.
That's the color that I picked, but it's.
But
I've seen
I
the picture.
so
you.
wanna.
I know the one you're talking about.
The fucking color is
Oh,
awesome.
it is. It's a candy over a dark color.
It's gonna look awesome. I especially with the metal flake gunmetal roll cage and everything inside. And once we get a chance to get the car back and we can actually get it all cleaned up and everything and get the rims off, get them a little bit more polished, to get a little bit more work done, I think it's gonna look really nice when it's done. I think what we're gonna do with his videos, I don't know if I said this, but his little saga that we're doing or whatever, we're gonna follow it all the way through. It's gonna go out to the Gear Jammer Clubhouse at Rob and Linda's after it leaves Alicia's. That's where it's gonna be finished. We'll finish up whatever we need to finish it, whether it's wiring, motor still has to come out, stuff like that. So and then go back in and all that kind of stuff. So when that stuff will get done there.
Initial startup will be there.
Yeah, and then
he's got a lift.
What we're going to end up doing too is, I think for the very final video for him is there might be a lull in it, but we're gonna go out the very first pass that he makes in the spring. We're gonna make a pass. We'll sit down afterwards in the pits. We'll shoot the crap with him, and we'll call quits on the video. But
Stuart had one question on the last video. Somebody asked. They asked, "Are you gonna make it to Turkey Nationals?"
yeah, somebody asked you that. I
Yep.
think you did answer
You see
that.
that,
Though.
yep.
Yeah. No, not this
I know.
year. No, not this year. Guys, we've done.
Well,
If you
I
average-
can't say the motor was never started. So when these guys had the motor, well, not motor, but the car, I have found out the car was never started. They didn't know how to start the car.
That doesn't surprise me. Because when
The
I
lid-
drained the training
lid
fluid, it was
still
red.
on the car.
I wouldn't know how to start
Yeah.
that damn car. Look inside there, man. I have no idea how to start that car.
Well, I'm sure the morons pushed buttons until the cows came home.
Probably.
You know.
You know what? They probably pushed everything, and the switch on the back was off.
It comes down to the fact that even through this build, we've all, correct me if I'm wrong there, Chewy, but I've experienced highs, lows, anger,
Yeah.
frustration.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I went
and not
through almost a year of anger.
well, yeah, right, but I mean, it's, you know, like, okay, when I was in the garage in my shop and I was hammering out the floor pans and whatever, you know, I kept running through the back of my head, you know, assholes that did this, you know what I mean? Like, it was such a, it was an emotional roller coaster, you know, and I can't even imagine what Stuart went through knowing that his car was taken in the first place and what he had to go through for 3 months while the useless stinking police department sat on their fingers and made themselves stinky and did absolutely jack squat. And then we had to call friends of ours in that 21 hours later brought the car to us.
Yeah.
No,
81 hours later.
no offense, man, but I mean,
There you go.
they wonder why we lose faith and confidence in certain things, and that's a prime example. And I'm not saying that it's all police departments, and I'm not saying it's all cops. I'm not saying it's all whatever, but I guess it's not a priority to go and find somebody's race car. And if that's the case, then at least be honest. But for us to have to go and find our buddies to take care of business and go and find it, I'm sorry, but that's ignorant.
Plus,
And-
we're still looking for the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Trailer's
but
out
again,
there somewhere.
don't get me wrong. We appreciate the boys so much. Like, I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the car back, and that's a fact. So, like, the London boys know who you are. We appreciate it. We can't thank you enough. I mean, obviously, but the fact of the matter is that it's you guys that did the work. So there's no praise for anybody else other than these guys when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
And that's just the bottom line of it. Now,
All I wanted to do was go racing one more time before my time's up, you know. I threw everything into this car, and I've had past race cars, and I've kind of scrimped and whatever, and it's like, okay, if I'm going to go racing, I'm not going to scrimp on nothing. I'm not
Yeah.
even going to worry about the price. It's like, okay, I need that. I bought it.
You didn't. This is awesome.
if somebody
awesome
doesn't
car.
know you, they have to understand you, okay? For one thing about you is this. Stuart doesn't live an extravagant lifestyle. Okay? He doesn't have a house. He doesn't have all the shit. He has his fucking grandkid, his family, and his car. And when his car was stolen, it was like taking one of his goddamn children from him.
Yeah.
And like he just said, he put everything into his car. he didn't have anything else. He doesn't have a house to put his money into and stuff like that. He
Not even a
lives in
garage to put the car in.
Not even a garage. That's why it was stolen in the first place, because it was in a secure area, right? I mean,
Well, I did have a house, and
Well-
I sold it, and
but you get what I'm trying to
Right.
get at is that people don't understand that you when you say that you want to go racing,
yeah,
that's your
I
secondary
sold my
family.
house
That's
and,
what you did.
You know,
People have to understand that, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
rented, but I got a good price on my rent. So
a lot of people don't maybe understand
that's all I can say.
your background of what you go through in order just to
Yeah.
make yourself and your family and your
Yeah.
grandkid and everybody happy and do what makes you happy.
Yeah,
Okay? I mean, I go back to my videos from last year and everything and look at the smile on your goddamn face the whole time every time I talk to you or you're racing. I mean, you
Yeah.
had a blast. So, I mean, who doesn't? That's the reason why we do it, isn't it?
yeah, it's-
We don't spend all this time, money, and effort to be pissed off all the time. I mean, and those guys, I just want to throw this out there because there's been a lot of crap about the no prep going on, and I'm not getting involved with that at all. But with that being said, we build our cars to go and have fun, guys. And,
Yeah.
and when you start getting angry, that's not having fun anymore, and you need to go home.
Yeah.
And you need to reevaluate what you're doing until you have fun again. And if you're not having fun in your race car, get out of your race car because it's not helping everybody else. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You got to get your fun back. If your happy place isn't in your car, get out of your car.
I'll be
If-
more happy. What? So when I was building this car, my goal was to go. Actually, I was going to build a 990 car, something to go 990s, and it just went from there. So it's like, okay, I want a car that runs 890s, somewhere in
yeah.
890s, and that. So this car should run 890s. There's enough horsepower, and
Everything's built right underneath.
800 horsepower with car goes 2680, I think, somewhere with me in it. The car should run high. I'm not
Okay.
there yet.
We'll get there.
920 at 143 with a 60 foot of 123. So
Got a nitrous kit sitting on the shelf.
The car launches like crazy, man. Go watch my videos from last year. Like I said, if you remember watching, because I think I said this in a bunch of my videos, but the cars used to race back with Bob Glidden and Warren Johnson and those guys in the Pro Stock days. So this thing leaves like a Pro Stocker. It leaves front wheels just about an inch and a half off the ground.
Which is perfect.
Back tires slam the freaking wheelie bars on the ground, and it just goes. It just goes. It's the coolest thing to watch take off from the starting line because again, it gives you that old school Pro Stock days of back when they used to race
yeah,
like
that
this.
was the talk with Tom, saying, okay, it's just down to the frame. Let's put a 4-link in it. And I understand that, but it takes away from what the car is and what the car was, and I just wanted to keep the setup that it has. That's how it ran before. So
I want to thank you too for letting me be a part of putting the car back together because knowing the hands-on putting it back together. you
well,
know?
Piece of history.
the car is well known on the East Coast. Race Connecticut Dragway, everybody knows it down that way. The original owner was Bill Udy that built it. He was a engineer for Chrysler. He's now in Florida. He does custom restorations for Mopowers and stuff. Actually, there's a couple of videos on YouTube with him. What's his name? Gage. You know what the
Oh,
big
Bill
mustache-
Gates or Gage, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with the handlebar mustache.
Yeah,
Skinny guy.
Bill Udy, and that, and the other guy that's on my Facebook, Bill. I mean.
Oh,
Bob-
the other
other
Bob
Bob?
Jr. Yeah,
Bob
right from the
Udy.
post.
Well, I've got a picture actually of Bill Udy and him, Bob,
Yeah.
as a little kid. His dad drove this car.
Oh, jeez. Hey, if you got that picture, send it to me, and I'll put it up on one of the videos or the beginning of one of the videos.
Any history
I've got,
anybody
yeah,
has on this
Some
car,
other pictures
send it to us.
of it.
So like we said, guys, it's been a lot of fun. You know, the good thing too is for Stuart, I think, is in a left-handed way, he's gotten a really good handle on what the car is now. He's he's got to be able to put his finger on every piece of this car. You know what I mean? And it's a lot better than buying a race car and really not knowing a lot about it. And for me, I mean, Chewy hasn't said much in this, but
The original.
what's your opinion on this? Like, if you is there things you've come across you thought maybe weren't going to be as easy as they were, or harder than they were, or what's your opinion on it? What do you think?
Well, the doors and the doors are the main things, which is obviously not an issue now. No, just
Yeah, the
I
chassis.
can't believe how long it's been. I'm just still going over that. Actually, having memories right now.
It is.
Putting the frame back in.
It's hard, isn't it, to think back that it was only 2 months ago when we brought it here in piles. Like, I mean, it's just, and like I said earlier,
It was a
we
job.
2 hours a day, 3 of us. So what? 2, 4, 6 hours a day for 5 days a week, give or take, because I'm usually filming 2 days a week type of deal. So you know what I mean. And even some of the days I was filming, you were still here wiring and stuff for those 2
Yeah.
days, right? So I mean, really, when you think about it, we've put in a good 2 weeks of work, labor wise,
Yeah.
the two of us. And I think we've done really well for 3 guys that are not body guys. Now, Alicia, keep that in mind. We're not body guys, okay? So, but and for guys that have never done this,
Yeah.
and you're an IT tech, okay? Stuart sits behind a computer all day and fixes everybody else's screw ups. So,
That's how I met Jim. I came.
Yeah.
Fixed his computer.
Well, I used to do
And
work like
we
this
knew about his
before.
car,
That's where I got
and-
mine.
well, and like I
Him
said,
and I
my dad,
talked.
I've restored cars, I've built hot rods and stuff like that, but never had a pile dropped off at my feet and said, "Here, this has to go back together like a jigsaw puzzle and a Jenga setup." Like, I mean,
Yeah.
We,
so
him and I had known each other through Facebook, and I was pushing out trying to find his car for him. And then he got his car, and I'm thinking to myself, I got a shop that's not doing nothing. Hey,
now
Here's
let's be
beer
honest.
jammers.
Now let's be honest about that. You reached out after a lot of other people fucking said they were going to and didn't. Okay, let's just put that out there. All right, like, I mean, if we're gonna sit, we're gonna sit here and have a talk. We might as well tell everybody the way it was. Like, we're sitting here right now in September 30th, basically at the end of the month or whatever it is, and Hugh got the car back when?
March 30th.
All right, so he got it back in April. It came here 2 months ago. Do the math, guys. That's a lot of time of limbo where, certain
didn't
people,
know.
no, that's what I'm trying to say this. Certain people were, yeah, I'll help you do this, or I'll, bring it here, or I can do this, or whatever. World's full of people with good intentions, but good intentions don't get it done. Now,
wanna-
I'm not dissing people specifically. I'm not going to name names or anything because it's not worth it. But the fact of the matter is, guys, if you're gonna, that's when you stepped up and said, "Hey, you need a place to fucking work on your car? Right on." We took advantage of it. Here we are. We're having this conversation. We're in your shop. That's
Gear-
another reason why we appreciate you for doing
Gear
that.
Jammer started out with a whole bunch of guys hanging out, helping each other out with their hot rods back in the 60s. My dad passed that on to me.
Half of those guys are still hanging out with my dad at the shop.
Yeah,
Like Charlie
and that's where we
Birdsey
can
and the
find
rest
some
of them.
history on this
Dougie
car. Find the
Kennedy
original
and-
Gear Jammers.
So, I mean,
Hopefully they're watching and they can tell us something.
so
But- Jammers have always been about.
about helping. I'm just trying to say is that you've gone through an emotional roller coaster
Yeah.
up and down so much in your life over the last year
Yeah.
that people need to know that. Like, I mean, it's not all fun and games, man. Okay, when something like this happens, it's tragic. It's emotionally
devastated.
devastating, and to put on a smiley face and say, yeah, everything's all good and that, and great. It's not.
Right.
When
Then there
you
was the comments. Well, didn't you have insurance? Didn't you have?
It's a race car.
It's hard to get. So I do find out. Yeah, you can get insurance on them, but like how much money do you fucking
And
pay
who
back?
does that?
But it's not even a matter of insurance. It goes back to okay. It goes back to the bantering with Donnie on the Facebook and everything with his accident. Well, he should have had the pin pulled on his parachute. Go watch the video, man. 0.8 of a second. I did the editing. Okay, so I can do 300 and some odd frames per second. 0.8 of a second from the time the car went like this to the time it touched the wall. That chute would have done absolutely jack. It wouldn't even have touched the ground by the time he hit the wall. So again, I'm not going to sit there and say, sure, okay, let's be honest. He should have had it pulled. Should have it pulled every time. That guaranteed. I don't care who you are. Should have it pulled. So I agree with that. Would it have made a difference here? No, it just wouldn't have. So to armchair quarterback is all well and good, but you weren't in the car at the time when it was probably running 920 when it lost control. Still hit the wall at a 996 at 128 miles or 127 miles an hour or whatever it was in the air when it trapped the lights.
Silhouette.
So yeah, well you were looking at it coming at you, silhouetted in the
Yeah,
air.
you guys saw this. It was you guys didn't see. The
No, we
whole-
saw the crack with the smoke from the dust from the
Yeah,
concrete when it
but
cracked
you
the
didn't
wall.
Yeah, where my side you could see the whole thing as you hit.
And as for that, Donnie, we are so glad that you're okay, dude. And
Yeah,
like,
man.
I mean,
If you're
you know,
on-
talked to you on the Friday night when you were still in the hospital and everything else, and Donnie gave me the okay that night to put the video up, which was awesome. You know, he said to me that night, he's like, part of racing. He goes, it is what it is, and he's okay. I talked to him my last video, I think, with the gassers. I talked to him at the end of that video, near the end anyway. He was down the track.
That's the difference I found with losing your car, like having someone steal it from you, or something happened at the track. If something happens at the track, that's part of racing.
It is. Yep. Ask Ronnie Charlton and his Pinot, and like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
how many guys have we known that have lost their cars,
Yeah.
but they're still here, and that's all that matters,
Yeah, but that's all part of it.
right?
But to have it stolen
Yeah.
is devastating.
I'll be right back. I'm going to check on my truck.
So
One thing we can do is maybe do a quick walk around with the camera and talk about the car, different things. Because
we can't.
people have been following this.
How many people we got on there? Holy crap, we got 11 people watching us right now.
Oh,
Wow.
go for the big
We're all famous. Welcome to the big city. Hey, if any of you guys are watching this, you haven't subscribed, I'm over 100, or I need like 48 more or something to hit 1,000. So just take a second, reach over, grab that button, give it a little click, 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 click. Tell your friends, get your dad who doesn't know how to use a phone, get his phone, sign him up, get him subscribed. This weekend coming up, we have Friday Night Test and Tune. We have Saturday, John Forbes, Pro Street 519. Legacy No Prep down there. That will be Chip Draws 110, I do believe.
I think we should get Chewy in the Fugly Monza to go in the small tire event.
There you go. We have Sunday is the Wham Shootout 22. That's basically a day of test and tune down there. And I will be down on Monday for a private track rental with Jay. So we have a complete weekend of filming this weekend for sure. Of course, in between that, we'll be finishing up on Stewart's car because again, Wednesday is the day that Mr. Larry Satchel will be down here picking it up.
Hello.
So
Hey.
hey, we're live on
We're
YouTube.
live.
Say hi.
We're talking about the car.
Right here. Say hi.
I didn't even see him come in.
See this?
So that's what we've been doing anyway, guys. And again, back to everything. We appreciate everybody who's reached out, made comments. You know, have a lot of guys, like I said, down the track have been making comments about, you know, hey, we watch your videos. Nobody else is really doing anything like that. Like I said earlier, I'm just making sure Stewart has something for him to be able to watch later on down in life, and his kids and grandkids, and maybe even his great grandkids that never even get to meet him will be able to see his ugly face and hear his voice and stuff like
that's
that.
me.
But I think we're gonna hang out for a few more minutes. We're gonna jump off here soon, guys, because it's getting late, and like I said, tomorrow's Friday, so everybody's getting ready to go do their racing thing. And tonight we just wanted to sit down and, like I said, just shoot the breeze with everybody and give everybody a little rundown and let everybody kind of know exactly what we've been doing for the last little while. And Can you do me a favor? Go on YouTube on this and just see if you can see the comments that people are making. Because if you can, then we can make a few other ones. But yeah, this live thing is really cool. I think we got a little bit figured out. I tried to go sideways with the camera to make it wider, so I think that's why I can't see the comments. I think I read that somewhere, so I'm not sure. I'm looking at the TV up there watching myself.
So yeah,
Why don't we?
Can you see comments? People's comments?
Not yet, but let's minimize this.
Because they should be underneath, right?
oh, there you
Scroll
are.
down, yeah. Well, so we don't have any comments
hold
in
on.
there?
10 watching.
There you are, right there.
952, but
952, so we need 48 subscribers to hit 1,000. That's
No.
awesome.
there is no chat.
Oh, nobody's talked? Maybe you can't see it on here. I don't know.
That's funny.
It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu.
I made a boo-boo.
That's hilarious. That's his phone.
I thought it was.
I thought it was a.
I'm done.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. All right.
Oh, talking about being tired. I thought it was this.
I did too. That's hilarious. All right. How long have we been on here? Wow, we've been on here for like 42
41
minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh.
It's like you can do a mistake,
It's.
and by the time it gets to my phone, you can fix it.
Well, these guys are just tripping.
Okay.
All right, guys. Guess what?
We're done.
You know, we're gonna let you go. Like I said, it's got to be close to what 8 o'clock now or something, or what is it?
8:13.
8:13. So, I guess we babbled enough.
Yeah. It's been a slice.
Slice of pizza from the other day.
Oh yeah, like not naming me in that, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey Bob, look at that. I left you one. It wasn't even one. It was a slice on a pizza of a picture. It's like, what am I gonna do with that? Like, are you serious? It's like bringing me Chinese food, saying, "Well, here's only one chicken ball left." Like, wow, feel love. You know what I mean? All right, listen, guys.
We live in a virtual world, so you could have virtually ate it.
You're virtually something. I don't even know how to say that. Guys, thanks for watching all the videos. Oh, it's been fun. We'll definitely do a video of you know something, maybe we'll go live Wednesday. Okay? And we'll do that when Larry shows up, and we'll go live when we load the car, and we'll send it on its merry way, and we'll do that live. So, all right. Anyway,
At least
Stuart,
it's hard to get a hold of. It's been a slice and dice.
Chewy,
Thanks to everybody that helped. It was a big lift.
don't worry, guys. We will let everybody know. There'll be the back window's going to be done. It'll all have everybody's name on there that's reached out in one form or another and has helped out Stuart. So I'm just going to throw this out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. You won't miss any of these kind of videos going live or when I post one. Don't forget, if you want
Send
anything,
Bob a pizza.
a whole one, not a slice. Don't forget, if you're looking for any of my merchandise, give me a private message or anything like that. We can hook you up. Thanks to Image Line for doing that for me. A lot of people bought a lot of that this summer. It was awesome. It allowed me to go to a lot of more events this summer up in Toronto and do a lot of traveling. So that was awesome. So I appreciate everybody. So thanks. Appreciate it. So with that being said, Jimmer, you want to say goodnight?
Good night, Jimmer.
We will see you guys later. Thanks everybody for hanging with us for almost 45 minutes. I know it was interesting to say the least, but you know, it's one of those deals where, like I said, we just wanted everybody to know what was going on, and we just wanted to have a little bit of a
Powwow.
one-on-one with everybody. So maybe this solves a little bit more, or answers a little bit more questions for everybody, I know it does for me. It gives me a chance to let everybody know. You know, like I said, I really do appreciate the fact of being able to work on this because, like I said, the background and pedigree of it and everything, and I've learned a lot of new things. Just you know what I mean of just working on the car or a car. So, you know, and like I said, the most important part to me is, guys, to be honest with you, is that is right here. So you know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye, guys. Well, let me grab that. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay. Bye-bye.